Let's walk through a scenario together. Scenario is conflict resolution at work. The team is working on a critical project with a tight deadline. Tensions have been high due to differing opinions on how to approach a key aspect of the project. The structured approach will help in understanding the use of vocabulary, idioms, and phrases within the context of workplace conflict resolution, specifically focusing on back and forth and pacing back and forth. Back and forth. Idiom. It describes movement in one direction and then the opposite direction repeatedly. Example in context. The debate went back and forth before they reached a decision. Pacing back and forth. Phrase. It literally describes the action of walking repeatedly over the same path, often due to nervousness, agitation, or deep thought. This behavior is commonly associated with someone who is feeling anxious, restless, or impatient. Example in context. Jamie was pacing back and forth, clearly agitated about the project's progress. Next is bogged down, is a common phrase. It means to become stuck or slowed down in progress due to difficulties or complications. In the scenario, Jamie uses the phrase to express frustration that the project is getting delayed or complicated by focusing too much on certain details, rather than moving forward efficiently. So, now look at the word agitate in the context of the scenario. Agitated is used as an expression to describe Jamie's emotional state. Indicators of agitation. Pacing back and forth. Jamie moves restlessly, indicating frustration and impatience. Raised voice. Jamie's tone is loud and angry, showing displeasure and agitation. Now, listen the whole scenario and get the most of it. Alex is sitting behind their desk, and Jamie is pacing back and forth, clearly frustrated. Pat walks in, looking concerned.
Jamie, Pat, thank you for coming. I've noticed some tension between you two regarding the project. Let's talk about what's going on.
Alex, I've been trying to tell Pat that we need to focus on the usability of the interface. We're getting bogged down in details that won't matter if the users can't navigate the system easily.
And I've been saying that without a solid backend, the whole system will collapse under heavy use. Usability is important, but it means nothing if the system crashes all the time.
I understand both of your points. Let's take a step back and look at our project goals. What is the primary objective we're trying to achieve with this release?
And to ensure it's stable and can handle the expected load without issues.
To deliver a product that our users can easily adopt and use right away.
Exactly. We need both a user-friendly interface and a robust backend. Can we brainstorm some ways to balance these needs? Maybe we can prioritize certain aspects of each for this release and address more in future updates?
I guess we could list the most critical usability features and see if we can simplify the back-end work needed for those.
And I can look into optimizing the backend to support those key features without overcomplicating things. It might mean some late nights, but it's doable.
Great. Bye. How about we set a meeting tomorrow to outline these priorities and create a plan that incorporates both of your expertise?
That sounds like a good start.
Agreed. Let's do that.
Excellent. Solent. Remember, we're all on the same team, aiming for the same goal. Let's support each other and make this project a success.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank you both. I appreciate your willingness to work together. Let's make this project a win for everyone.